Hey everybody, my name is Nich Commiskey, and I used to be 398 pounds on the border of 400 pounds. And this is the story of how it all happened and how I'm down to 230 pounds now. So I started out kind of rotting myself in a way. I would come home every day after my really easy job and just eat sweets and basically just sit down and play the game all day. It was great. It was terrible. It was great for my mind in a way because I got to sit down and just like experience nothing, just like brutal humility in a way. Like I was destroying myself. Like I would definitely not advocate for anybody to follow in the actions of what I'm going to speak on in this video because it's very traumatizing to like experience once you realize what you were doing. So for anybody, PSA for anybody who is of a higher BMI or like obesity scale, don't listen to what all the critics say. It's not impossible to lose weight, and you don't have to subscribe to somebody's freaking university or somebody's dang weight loss trial like 7 days and you have to pay $140 a month to lose weight. Listen, guys, there was a good 6 month period in my life where I lost like 160 pounds. And before I talk about that, that was just for the people who genuinely needed the support. Like, you can lose weight in a quick manner. Like, half a year, 160, bro. I was 398. That's basically half. But I would sit down, play the game for hours. I mean, I'm sure if people have played video games or they're interested in it, you know how it's like to sit down and play for 10 hours at some days. But what would be bad is when I would just snack, and I already have a really low metabolism, pretty bad heart rate, whatever's going on with my body. But it's not good to sit there and snack and be behind the computer all day. But for a while I was super alone, or I felt like super lonely about my life, so I would find a way to recoup that feeling of like justification and validation by going in the kitchen and just like grabbing a snack and watching a YouTube video from somebody I think I like, or binge watching a TV show that's motivational for your mental psyche. But me as a person with a associates in psychology now, I understand that that was complete bullcrap, and I was just doing it because I liked food and I wanted to sit down and like binge eat and not care. So I will definitely say, like, if you have a problem with binge eating, please talk to somebody, because I wish I had before it got really bad. Because I think when I first started to binge eat, I was around 252 pounds. So within, I wouldn't say I gained all of that like 44, almost 45 pounds or 50 pounds in a short amount of time. I definitely was gaining like 20 to 30 pounds in a short amount of time, and then I would be not eating as much for a while. I would go through spurts where I'm pretty sure you could call this like some sort of behavioral condition where I was eating, like kind of like purge eating for a while. Like I would eat and then I wouldn't eat for a pretty good while, and I would go like sometimes 12 hours throughout the day without even consuming what you would call a real meal. I would just be eating snacks or like Slim Jims or crackers, dude. Just gonna say, it will destroy your bowels if the only thing you eat is snacks. You're supposed to eat non-processed, like healthy food to balance your appetite and your palate, man. And I was not. I was ruining how I felt about food. I wouldn't eat vegetables, wouldn't eat fruit. And now I'm getting on that track now, but it's rough. Like going from as a child, I would go and sneak in the kitchen and grab a whole bunch of snack cakes and ice cream, cookies, whatever. One time my mom caught me in the sugar jar, bro. It was that bad. I had twisted open that big yellow Domino's can and just like started handfulling sugar in my mouth. I'm a person who deals with food addiction. Like, it's been a problem for many years, and I didn't expect it to take a toll on me as bad as it did. But there was one thing I did to overcome my fear of dying from obesity. I started putting my body to action, and I worked out, and I found new ways to experiment with weight loss. I started looking into YouTube videos, watching YouTube shorts. I would be farming different fitness creators, trying to find the perfect method for like my body weight and what could get it off the fastest. And I found that for shredding just pure fat, cardio was my best option because it was easy to do. You didn't have to do push-ups or pull-ups, which were super hard at a high weight to do. So I would just pack myself down with as much weight as I possibly could and walk for freaking 15 miles sometimes. 30,000 step days, followed up by 4 16,000, 18,000 step days. I was giving myself like 4 hours of rest a day, like outside of sleeping, where I would kind of come home, shower, sleep, or not sleep, but like get on the game and, well, not really get on. At that point, I wasn't really getting on the game. I was kind of getting home and doing homework, watch a show or something for a little while, but I'd be home like pumping weights at the same time. So I'd never be giving my body a rest. And I'd always wake up the next day feeling good because the whole day I'd be chugging lemon water, which, by the way, like absolutely number one drink. If I'm ever going on like a 20-mile run, I'm packing a gallon of lemon water with me, dude. Gosh, straight just lemon juice in the water. Phenomenal for your hydration. Like right now, I could go for a glass of it. Genuinely though, there were some things that saved my, because everyone has a fall, right? I had a couple falls in my weight loss journey. Like I'd go out to eat with the family or with the friends, and you know, fast food is not healthy at all, and you'll gain like 10 pounds if you eat it and then come home and sit down for 30 minutes. Everybody knows how like disgusting it is to just eat fast food every day, but sometimes we just don't have a choice. Like if you want to go out and have fun with people and you don't want to cook the food yourself, because cooking the food yourself, you're going to be spending like 6 hours a person making a meal, if that's good enough to bring to a party, unless you would get catered or whatever, but it doesn't matter. I would go out and just like eat a lot, and then I'd come home and be like, you know what, that was fun. And I got into this really bad mental like repercussion where I was saying earlier I had a bad food, we'll say I had like a bad emotional connection to food. I would definitely be projecting my emotions onto a plate. But not all the time. Like there was some times where it was just, okay, I'm still a little hungry, even though I wasn't. Like I would either be smoking nicotine, which basically just completely eradicates your appetite. And a lot of my weight loss was encompassed around, because obviously if you're a vape smoker, you're going to go, even if you plan to put it down when you go do something, you're going to come home and immediately hit it again. So there's no point in telling yourself like you're going to hide it this time, you're not going to use it, like you're just going to put it down at home and leave it there. You don't. You may leave it at home a couple times, but not every time. And that was another reason why in the wintertime I got so sick. I was walking with my weighted vest and some 4-pound weights on it in the middle of the wintertime. It was like 20 pounds of weight on my chest. And I also had a big, thick jacket on. It was like a windbreaker jacket, but it was mostly for the cold. Because this most recent winter, it was more wind chill than it was like actual cold. So I had to wear a big-ass jacket. And then I feel like I still have scars on my chest of like the heat rash that I got from then. Because my chest was constantly sweaty. Because I'd have a shirt on underneath it, that on, which you couldn't breathe outside of that jacket. So I was effectively just like sweat chambering myself, like just leaving all the heat inside of here. And I had really baggy pants on. Just saying, I would not advocate to go out and walk like 10 miles in the middle of 30-degree weather, because you'll come home feeling like a fudge pop. I definitely messed up my body in many ways by going too hard. So if you are planning on doing weight loss or committing to a weight loss journey of longer than a year, definitely don't start it out with intense physical, any sort of strain. Like cardio's good, but definitely manage how much cardio you're doing. And I would say get into the gym or get a home gym, pump some weights, pump some iron, man. Get you some nice clothes to go out and take a walk or something. It make you feel better about yourself. That's another thing. Like I was so mentally crushed after just sitting in my room because I'd say after I graduated high school, I probably sat in my room by myself for an easy 3 years. But I obviously like played games with other people from different places. But like not connecting with other people socially, I'd say more than like 14 times a year. And there's 52 weeks in a year, 7 days each. You could connect with somebody easily 3 times a week. But I was going like maybe once every 3 months. I'd hit up somebody. We'd do like a 2 or 3 day spree, and that's it, man. I was like mentally destroying myself by just sitting in a room alone, because I was obviously still living with other people. Like I lived with my mom, my real sister, and my stepfather. But we've all lived together for the whole time. And now I'm just kind of living here because it's been home to me for so long. Anytime I stay away from the house for longer than like a week, I feel wrong. Like, I've always lived with my mom, and it being away from her, I kind of just feel wrong. And she was a big supporter in my weight loss journey. Like, every time I'd come home, she'd be like, "Would you have fun?" I'm just like, "Yeah." Like, I had a lot of fun, and it would motivate me to go out again and like find new things to talk about. Come home and tell mom about like whatever I saw, or like if I saw anybody while I was out on a walk. It's like, well, there you go. Like, you found cool things to relate it to, and you found somebody at home to support you for it. So it's much easier to get it going. But once that train stops, you kind of hit that wall, and that's where I hit it. Like a couple months ago, I went to a point where I just stopped, like, completely. I wouldn't really work out. I wasn't really working out as much. I think it was around when Christmas happened, because I think everybody gets lazy around the holidays. Like Thanksgiving, Christmas kind of led up to I'm getting lazy now. And I ended up gaining, well, I lost all the way down to 214. So I lost 74 pounds, I think. Because I want to say I was over 400 at some point. So I definitely lost like 90 pounds over the course of, say, like a year. And now I'm up to like 230, which I feel like is a much more manageable weight for what I have to do day to day. Because when I was down to 214, I felt like my body just didn't like it, didn't feel right. Maybe if I was to turn all of the fat that I have now into muscle, it'd probably be way different. Like, I could probably I'd probably go up a little bit, maybe more like 240, but I'd be more muscle than I would fat. I'd probably have like maybe 7 to 12 pounds of fat on me. But I'm definitely getting to a point where I'm more confident about going out, exercising, working on my body. And that all comes from like support. Like, you have to have good support systems in your friendships, pretty much everywhere. Like, if you have a spouse, if they don't support you physically changing your body, it's going to be really hard. And if you don't support yourself, like, that's where 99% of the motivation will come from day to day, is believing in yourself. Like, if somebody else believes in you and they're there for you, that'll help. Like, that'll add a good boost to it. But you're the one who has to get off the couch at the end of the day. Like, you're the one who has to get out the bed. You're the one who has to get off work and come home. And if you're going to commit to an exercise routine after work, you got to get up and do it every time. Like, nobody can force you to do it. They can help, but that's the tricky part, man. I would definitely suggest everybody, if they're interested in exercising, go talk to an exercise coach, personal trainer, somebody. Because if you're not confident enough to do it yourself, get the ball rolling somehow. And man, I had to get the ball rolling somehow, and now I'm down a lot of weight, 70 pounds, and I feel like an entirely different person. Like, all my friends are telling me, "Dude, you look like a whole different dude. You're like half the size you are." Because I mean, I genuinely cut down like half my body weight at the time. But yeah, that's kind of my monologue for the day. If you guys are really interested in knowing more about my story, let me know if you want some more like in-depth, what did you do day to day? What was your diet routine like? Because I had a pretty trash diet, I won't lie. For a while I was eating basically just small portion sizes of really bad food. So I was losing weight, but it was more or less just a calorie deficit of crap food. So I was just eating less bad. I mean, I wasn't eating any better than I am now. So I've basically been eating the same crap forever. I only call it crap because it's basically like you're not really getting much nutritional value off of a hamburger you got from a fast food restaurant. No one is. That's mainly all I have to say about the before weight loss and after weight loss journey. I'm still continuing it. I recently just purchased a bike. I'm going to start doing a lot of runs on that, like going probably a very long time on that bike. So within maybe 6 months, I'll have another update for like my bike loss journey, or bike weight loss journey. Like, oh, and I also used a jump rope. Like, I did it for a couple days. It was very satisfying, but I ended up putting my jump rope down one day, and I have like really bad, what's that, displacement, like ADHD kind of thing. So I put it down, and somebody came in here and moved it, and then I ended up putting it up because I was like, why is it here? And yeah, I forgot where I put it for like months. So I'm definitely gonna have to get back on that too. Definitely don't suggest getting ADHD. It's not good for remembering things, or, just not having bad memory in the first place. So just one more thing to end off the video, guys. If I can do it, you can do it. Take the step today. Literally, when I say take the step, it's baby steps, man. Day by day, you will get it. A year, 2 years, whatever it may be. Put a realistic time achievable goal on it, though. I didn't. I was just saying, all right, I'll lose this amount of weight in whatever time. That doesn't help you get tied to it, bro. Make a planner. Make a, bro, calendar. But every day, go work out, go work out, go work out. It will save you years on your life. And as far as I keep going, it's going to save me years on mine. So I will advocate for it every time. Go and start now. It's not going to do it for you. You got to get up. You got to do it. Let's get going together. Hell, I'll even start TikTok streaming my weight loss journey if you need me to. But we're going to get this together, y'all. Come on and get to it. Love y'all.